By Gio Lopez. First question for Gio. Let's go, Andrew, here on the front.
You're going to start on 24/7. Jordan said that the offense just found out you're going to start Monday night. When did you find out, and how that conversation go?
Kind of just found out too. Just preparing every day. We were all preparing. Max was preparing, Bryce was preparing, Tori was preparing. We all, we're just competing as a team, as a unit, just trying to, put ourselves in the best situation. And I guess it all kind of worked out for me, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
You obviously, as a follow-up, you obviously came here with the intent on winning the job and starting. So what kind of personal satisfaction is it for you if you have achieved that part at this point so far?
It feels nice, to earn it, finally get announced, of course. That was the opportunity I got, that came about, and that's what I came here for, of course. But kind of feels good just to call my dad, after getting announced, just tell him, we got one part going, now it's time to, go win some games.
Let's go to Brendan here.
Thank you. Brendan Marks, the Athletic. Congratulations. Just to follow up on that, you said, you sort of find out too, but did Coach Belichick, did he pull you aside one-on-one first, and just overall, can you take any significance in sort of being the first starting quarterback for the Bill Belichick era in college?
Of course, I'm super thankful for the opportunity. Coach told me a little bit before, but nothing too crazy before. Just kind of told me, look good during the fall camp, and told me that I'm gonna get the reins of the offense, and just thankful for the opportunity. And kind of again talking to my dad, it's like, man, want to be Coach Belichick's first starting quarterback in college. It's a great opportunity.
Let's go to Pat in the back here.
Yeah, Gio, Jordan was just saying they call you Magic Johnson. Can you explain us a little bit of the story behind that name?
Well, the story was we were training, and I did a no-look throw or something random, and ever since then it kind of stuck. I don't know why we went with Magic, but I guess it's a cool reference.
We're going to know it here.
No, Westcott, Tar Heel 24/7. Coaches tend to downplay the impact of national attention, but I feel like you guys live it every day. How do you manage your emotions going into a game with so much anticipation on Monday?
Just got to take it one day at a time. Right now, of course we're worried about TCU now. This is the game week, but just taking it day by day, going through install, watching film, and just getting ready for the week.
Go right next to him, Grant.
Hey, Grant Satcher, Turtles on SI. Last year, I actually covered LSU, and you were the starting quarterback for South Alabama. How did that trip to Baton Rouge prepare you for this season, going up against teams that have bigger stadiums? But then also, what did you learn about yourself in that environment?
In that environment, I just learned, just be a competitor, be myself. That's what got me here. And LSU was a great team to compete against. Game didn't really go our way, of course, you saw that. But just the opportunity to play there and just play against great talent and feeling like I belonged there, it was a good opportunity.
Let's go to Michael here.
Gio, Michael Taylor, WCHL, JumpRoll.com. Obviously, there's a lot coming into this game. Nick Saban and ESPN are going to be there prime time. You guys are the only game on Monday night. When you're walking around campus, do you feel the buzz? Do you feel the anticipation sort of going into this game?
I don't really pay attention to the buzz. When I walk around campus, I've got some headphones on, listen to music. So I just really make sure I'm being good in academics when I'm on campus. So I'm not really paying attention to any of that.
We're going to go to Dave here.
Gio, what excites you about what this offense could be?
I think we have a chance to be one of the best offenses in the country, of course. Of course we still got to, day by day, stack days and keep getting better. But I do think we have a really explosive offense and we have an opportunity to be really good.
We're going to go to Jeremiah.
Yeah, Gio, obviously with the Labor Day start and everything like that, you kind of mentioned, some of the outside things. What are you guys doing in particular to kind of, simulate a game-like environment, if that makes sense? Obviously you have your on-field prep that you're doing, but are you guys, shifting things around? What are you guys kind of doing to simulate a game-like environment?
We had some scrimmages in the stadium during fall camp, and then we just had some game-day simulations, just going through what halftime would look like, what the start of the game would look like, going into the fourth quarter, those things. So, of course for me, it was exciting just to see that, because I haven't played in that stadium or nothing, but Coach Belichick's done a great job, getting us prepared for it.
Got time for two more. We're going to go to Riken here.
Riken Fuller, Tar Heel 24/7. You obviously made the decision to transfer here. How does it feel for that process to pay off after a couple months of hard work, and now your first game in Carolina Blue, you're going to be starting in front of the semi-draft Kansas State?
It feels amazing, just the opportunity as a whole. I always think my coach Applewhite back at South, he made me, he was probably my football mentor, really helped me, get to where I'm at today, and I'm always thankful for him. And this opportunity I have now to be at North Carolina and play for the greatest coach of all time is a great opportunity.
And last one right here.
Brandon can you talk about kind of your expectations for yourself going into this first game and what the offense needs to do to be successful against this team?
Just not have negative plays and compete. If we do our job, we should you know, put ourselves in a good opportunity to win the game. You know, for me, I just want to win games. I don't care if I have 500 yards or I have 5 yards. We win the game. That's all that matters to me.
Perfect. Good stuff, Gio. Appreciate it.
So,
Thank you.